Welcome to my class today. I'm going to talk about the topic, the diffusible protein of the organizer, the WNT inhibitor. Regarding the inhibitor, it had been taught that all the neural tissues induced by the organizer was induced to become forebrain. It is an assumption actually. However, the most anterior region of the head and brain are underlain not by notochord but by pharyngeal endoderm and head precordial mesoderm. This endomesoderm constitutes the leading edge of the dorsal blastopore lip. According to the recent studies, they have shown that these cells not only induce the most anterior head structure, but they do it by blocking the WNT pathway as well as blocking BMP4. In 1993, Christian and Moon showed that XWNT8, a member of the WNT family of growth and differentiating factors, inhibit neural induction. So here the WNT signaling pathway are a group of signaling transduction pathways which begin with the protein that pass signals into a cell through cell surface or receptors. It is synthesized throughout the marginal mesoderm except in the region forming the dorsal lip. Thus, in addition to BMP4, that is bone morphogenetic protein 4, this is the pathway, there was a second anti-neutralizing protein being secreted from the non-organizer mesoderm. In 1996, Burmester and colleagues showed that the induction of the most anterior head structure could be accomplished by a secreted protein called as Cerberus. So this Cerberus promotes the formation of the cement gland, that is the most anterior region of the tadpole ectoderm, eyes, and olfactory, that is the nasal placodes. When Cerberus messenger RNA was injected into the vegetal ventral xenopus blastomere at the 32 cell stage, ectopic head, that is wrongly placed structure were formed. Look at that here. When the Cerberus mRNA was injected into the vegetal pole, that is the ventral part of the or the lower part of the xenopus, that amphibian blastomere, exactly at the 32 stage of cleavage, we can expect that these people, that is Burmester, expected that ectopic head region, that is what we call it as a wrongly placed structure, formed actually. You can see the structure given here. It is one head region or the second head region. It is almost like a rudimentary type of things that you can see here. These head structures were made from the injected cell as well as from the neighboring cell. So this can be done by injecting the Cerberus mRNA cells or by neighboring cells in the mesodermal area. Frisbee and Dickoff. Shortly after the attributes of Cerberus were demonstrated, two other proteins, that is FRZB, that is we call it as Frisbee, and Dickoff were discovered in the involuting endomesoderm actually. Whereas see, the frisbee, pronounced FRZB, pronounced frisbee, is a small soluble form of frizzled and WNT receptor that is capable of binding WNT protein in the solution as shown here. It can produce what is the complex molecule here, and this can be induced into the what you call it as the tissue. It is synthesized predominantly in the endomesoderm cell beneath the egg region of developing embryo. If embryos are made to synthesize excess frisbee, WNT signaling fails to occur. That means if the frisbee synthesize excess, so you might see that WNT signaling fails to occur. So we know the importance of WNT signaling, which makes the developing embryo in the previous class. And the embryo lacks ventral posterior structures actually. Ventral side and the posterior structures will be missed during this process once the WNT signaling fails to act, and with the response of the excess frisbee becoming solely head. So only head region will form and the posterior part will not occur at all as shown in the picture here. So this could be the head region, and the head region of the things, and the head region of the things, another part of the things are missing as it is a degenerated structure. The Dickoff, German language, it's a big head, otherwise we call it a stubborn. Dickoff protein also appear to interact directly with the WNT protein extracellularly. So we know that as I said in the previous slide, frisbee and Dickoff proteins are very important proteins, generally occur during the development of embryo along with WNT or wing NT protein. So they make the structure during the certain structures during the developing embryo. You know that injecting the antibody against Dickoff protein into a blastocyst causes the resulting embryo to have a small deformed head with no forebrain. So according to the Glinka et al. 1998, so injecting the antibody against the Dickoff, if the protein is present in the developing embryo, to reduce the Dickoff protein, so if you give any antibody, it causes deformed head region as shown in this picture. It is a deformed head and with no forebrain at all. Forebrain will not be completely developed. We know that the forebrain is not developing in the developing embryo. That also causes as development of embryo, whereas the function of organism may not be similar to that of a normal animal actually. Dear friends, so this is about the today's lecture. So kindly follow the next lecture to continue this lecture to understand it better. Thank you very much.